The morning arrived softly, sunlight spilling through sheer curtains and painting warm patterns across the walls. Birds chirped outside, carefree, while a subtle unease twisted in my chest. A restlessness I tried to dismiss as pre-wedding nerves, but deep down, I knew something awaited. Today was Rachel's sister's wedding, an elegant countryside affair, every detail picture-perfect, like something out of a magazine or an Instagram feed. The estate rose proudly amid rolling green fields, its stone walls framed by blooming gardens, and tall oaks swaying gently in the breeze. The air was fragrant with jasmine and freshly cut grass. Guests arrived in their finest, silks, suits, polished shoes, laughter spilling like champagne. Rachel looked stunning. Her crimson dress flowed naturally over her figure, dark curls cascading effortlessly over her shoulders. We walked hand in hand, though loosely, as if the connection was fragile. She posed for photos, chatted with relatives, and shone effortlessly. I tried to immerse myself in the celebration, but a subtle sense of wrongness lingered, a quiet whisper I refused to fully acknowledge. The ceremony was breathtaking. Rachel's sister glided down the aisle, a vision of happiness under a lace veil. The vows were intimate, raw, drawing tears even from the stoic. Sunlight poured over the scene, golden and soft, while a string quartet's music wove through the air. The reception felt like a dream. Inside the grand hall, chandeliers sparkled like captured stars, white roses gleamed beneath candlelight, and soft jazz floated effortlessly. Champagne flowed, laughter filled every corner, and couples moved across the polished floor. I tried to let myself enjoy it, but then I saw it. Rachel's behavior shifted, subtle, almost imperceptible. Glances at her phone that lasted too long, brief excuses to step outside, rapid typing. I wanted to believe it was nothing. Yet a part of me, the part that had noticed late-night calls, missed dinners, vague excuses, stirred with recognition. And then I saw them in a dim corner near the bar. A man I didn't know, tall, confident. His gaze on her wasn't casual, it was familiar. She laughed, hand brushing his sleeve, her face bright and alive in a way I hadn't seen in months. And then, their lips met. Brief, assured, undeniable. The world fell silent. Music, laughter, glasses clinking all dulled to a hollow hum. I didn't explode. I didn't accuse. I turned and walked, heavy steps carrying me past lanterns and revelers into the quiet garden. Moonlight and silence enveloped me. My chest ached with emptiness. I called my best friend. Voice cracking, I admitted the truth aloud for the first time. She kissed someone else. That night, I drove home alone. The memory of her eyes, his hand at her waist, burned into my mind. At our apartment, I packed a small bag, clothes, essentials, a few personal mementos, and left everything else. I sent her a single message: it's over. No anger. No pleading. Just finality. Days passed. Her calls went unanswered. Her texts grew frantic, from confusion to desperation. One evening, she arrived at my door, tear-streaked, swollen eyes, clutching lilies. Her voice trembled. Mistakes, confusion, love, regret. I listened, each word cutting deeper. She wasn't sorry for what she'd done. She was sorry she'd been caught. I met her gaze calmly. You didn't just betray me. You betrayed the life we were building. You kissed him while your sister vowed forever. Trust is not optional. She begged for another chance, promises spilling, but I had nothing left to give. Some wounds never close. Some bridges cannot be rebuilt. You made a choice, I told her. Now live with it. In the weeks that followed, I healed. I leaned on friends, walked alone in early mornings, picked up old hobbies, guitar, sketching, writing. I let grief, anger, and emptiness wash over me, slowly finding peace. Leaving was not failure. It was self-respect. Months later, Rachel reached out again, softer, reflective, apologetic. She wanted to meet, to try again, but I stayed silent. That night at the wedding, once the darkest, had become my rebirth. I walked out shattered but stronger. Broken? No. Free.